In the quiet of the night, when the shadows press too near, I find a hidden sanctuary that's deeper than my fear. Every trial is a mountain, every struggle is a stone, but I'm building up a temple that I call my very own. This ain't just a melody, it's the way I fight the dark. A celestial fire ignited by a single holy spark. My song is a prayer, my song is a blaze. I walk through the valley and I ain't afraid. It's a bridge to the heavens, a shield for the soul. The higher I sing, the more I am whole. With every note I'm rising, breaking every chain, finding glory in the struggle and power in the pain. They see a woman standing, but I'm a legion in the light, clothed in the echoes of those who want to fight. Though the world may judge the rhythm or the grain of my voice, in this sacred vibration I've made my final choice. It's a resonance that ripples through the marrow of my bones, a spiritual frequency that leads me to the throne. I'm lifting up my hands, but I'm holding on to hope, using every lyric like a heavy-duty rope to pull myself from sorrow, to climb above the doubt. This is what liberation is really all about. Yeah, it's a fire, it's a flood, it's a holy shine, finding power in the pain. My song is my blade. I'm rising, I'm whole, by the grace I am free. Yeah. In the quiet of the night, when the shadows press too near, I find a hidden sanctuary that's deeper than my fear. Every trial is a mountain, every struggle is a stone, but I'm building up a temple that I call my very own. This ain't just a melody, it's the way I fight the dark. A celestial fire ignited by a single holy spark. My song is a prayer, my song is a blaze. I walk through the valley and I ain't afraid. It's a bridge to the heavens, a shield for the soul. The higher I sing, the more I am whole. With every note I'm rising, breaking every chain, finding glory
my back, white fields stretching till the sky turns black. My hands are bleeding, skin like old leather. Lord, I'm just trying to hold it all together. That morning bell rings, sounds like a chain, working this soil just to bury the pain. Oh, these cotton voices crying in the wind, where the sweat ends, that's where the blues begin. The earth is my prison, but this song is my key. The land owns my body, but the blues sets me free. I go home to the shack, see my children's faces. Love is the bridge through the darkest places. Cornbread on the table, a little wine in the cup. When the world pulls us down, we pull each other up. I love this red dirt, though it's heavy and deep. It's a bitter old promise that I'm forced to keep. Oh, these cotton voices crying in the wind, where the sweat ends, that's where the blues begin. The earth is my prison, but this song is my key. The land owns my body, but the blues sets me free. Pray. They left their echoes in this Mississippi clay. It's a heavy harvest, it's a weary road, but the music lightens up this heavy load. The blues sets me free. Just me and my guitar under the cypress tree. Down in the Delta, where the cotton grows. rust is settled deep inside my skin. Beneath these silver hairs is where the tales begin. 1964, the sky was bruised and gray. I watched my daddy's back break a little more each day. He whispered to the cotton, "Son, don't you bow your head," while mama baked the hole into our daily bread. My little sister, with eyes like morning light, she'd hum a gospel tune to get us through the night. The signs upon the water said we couldn't take a sip, but we drank from a well of love that never lost its grip. Oh, it's a visceral kind of mercy, a fire in the bone, building up a kingdom from a pile of jagged stone. Through the whips of the wind and the shadows of the hate, we carried one another through the narrow, heavy gate. It's a bond carved in iron, a soul that's free and wide, with the power of a family, walking side by side. Blood in the furrow, but glory in the end. A love too deep to break, a heart too strong to bend. I remember when the sirens came to tear our door apart. They couldn't find the treasure hidden in a mother's heart. We shared a single coat to keep the winter's cold away, and marched for every sunrise that they said would never stay. The fields were long and lonely, the road was paved with scars, but every night we'd look up and we'd claim the same old stars. I saw my father's victory in the way he stood his ground. Without a silver dollar, he was the richest man around. Now I'm sitting on this porch, watching children of my own, reaping all the seeds that we in agony had sown. Oh, it's a visceral kind of mercy, a fire in the bone. Ooh, building up a kingdom from a pile of jagged stone. Through the whips of the wind and the shadows of the hate, we carried one another through the narrow, heavy gate. It's a bond carved in iron, a soul that's free and wide, with the power of a family, walking side by side. Blood in the furrow, but glory in the end. A love too deep to break, a heart too strong to bend. The world can take your money, the world can take your name, but they can't put a spirit in a cage or in a frame. We are the river rising, we are the ancient tree, bound by the sacred cord of our own history. From the mud of the valley to the light of the hill, we're standing, we're breathing, we're family still. Oh, it's a visceral kind of mercy, a fire in the bone, building up a kingdom from a pile of jagged stone. Through the whips of the wind, the whips of the wind, and the shadows of the hate, shadows of the hate, we carried one another through the narrow, heavy gate. It's a bond carved in iron, bond carved unbroken, just like the red dirt. I hear you, mama, the harvest is finally home.
I looked at the Lord, said, give me a sign. Deep in the valley, just trying to find mine. Then you came along like a Sunday in June, with a heart like a hymn and a soul in tune. I see your granddaddy's eyes when you start to grin. That's where the story begins again. It's the same old river, same holy flood. The mercy of God's right in the blood. From the hands of my Father to the life in your veins. The love of a family, it breaks every chain. Yeah, I see the Master's plan in your face, held in the arms of amazing grace. You carry the names of the ones gone before, the ones who kept praying and knocking on doors. I'm gonna raise you up, keep your feet on the rock, a seedling of faith from a mighty old stock. We the branches, baby, but love is the root, and you are the Spirit's most beautiful fruit. From my hand to your hand, circle of light, keeping us warm through the dark of the night. No mountain too high, no valley too wide, with the King of all kings walking by our side. Same river, same blood, connected by the Spirit. Hey, the floorboards are creaking under the weight of the years. I've washed this old kitchen with a bucket of tears. They say the river is rising, coming to take what is mine. But I've got a secret they won't find in the wine. It's a hum in my chest, a low and steady beat, keeping the rhythm for my weary feet. I'm walking on water as sharp as a knife, singing a hymn for the rest of my life. The storm is the hammer, but I am the nail. In this holy vessel, I'm destined to sail. You can't drown a spirit that's already been through the fire. I'm pulling the sun down with a heavenly choir. It's more than a feeling, it's the blood in my veins. It's the ghost of the freedom that outlived the chains. Higher, take me higher than the valley below. I've got seeds in the dirt that are starting to grow. Let the river rise. I am the rock. I am the rock. No more hiding, no more talk. By the grace I'm standing, I am standing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I looked at your hands and I saw the story, not a life of gold or a path of glory. I saw the lines that the hard years trace, the same weary look I've worn on my face. You know the hunger and the sting of the cold, a story of survival that's never been told. Oh, where two seeds planted in the same red clay, finding our strength at the end of the day. The sweat of the earth and the toil of the soul, your love is the fire that's making me whole, an incomparable flame burning so bright, turning our darkness into morning light. We both plucked the cotton and plowed the field, waiting for a harvest that the earth wouldn't yield. You bled for your bread just the same as I did, with all of the sorrow that the daylight hid. But in the middle of the struggle, I found your light, a miracle shining in the dead of the night. Early morning, before the light is grown, I feel a fever deeper than I've known. You're the only woman that can keep me still. In a world so cold, you're my only thrill. Yeah, you keep this man so still. Oh, it's a pure love, hurting me so. Everywhere I turn, girl, everywhere I go, it's a sweet ache deep inside my chest. A true love for my woman won't let me rest. No, it won't let me rest. I see your shadow moving across the floor. I'm just a man, I couldn't ask for more. It's a heavy grace, but weight I cannot hide. Watching my girl walk with a lover's pride deep down inside. Sometimes I wonder how I found this way to have you by my side, turning night to day. It's a long road, but I'm walking fine, just knowing that my lady is truly mine. Yeah, it's a pure love, so pure it hurts. Just a man and his woman
said mercy, but mercy was late. My man in the cabin, too weak for the plow, while the white cotton fields demanded my brow. I breathed in the dust till my lungs turned to clay, but the ghost of the hunger wouldn't go away. Oh, Jesus held the basket when my strength fell through. He whispered till the morning, I'm walking with you. My hands are still bleeding, the scars never fade, but I built a temple from the debts that I paid. In the red dirt of sorrow, I planted my knee, and the faith was the wind that set my soul free. Looking at my babies, their eyes like the stars, I traded my beauty for these jagged scars. The cotton was sharp, it bit through the skin, but the love for my kin kept the spirit within. Every fiber I pulled was a prayer for their bread. Keep them alive, Lord, was all that I said. I felt the earth rising, I thought I'd succumb, but the beat of my heart was a kingdom drum. I inhaled the ground, I swallowed the shame, but I rose from the furrow, invoking his name. Oh, Jesus held the basket when my strength fell through. He whispered to the morning, I'm walking with you. My hands are still bleeding, the scars never fade, but I built a temple from the debts that I paid. In the red dirt of sorrow, I planted my knee, and the faith was the wind that set my soul free. The scars on my soul, they tried to pull me down, but I'm still standing, still picking the grace. Red dirt, crimson hands, fade.
The sun goes down on the dusty road. Every back is bent from a heavy load. We work the soil until the day is through, but I'm never weary when I'm next to you. It's a long, hard climb up this rocky hill, but the love we share keeps our spirits still. Oh, friends gather when the shadows grow, sharing stories only brothers know. We've seen the rain and we've felt the fire, but we're lifting each other a little higher. It's more than blood, it's a sacred vow. We've made it then, and we'll make it now. These are the ties, the eternal bands, held together by these calloused hands. Love is the bridge through the stormy weather, binding our souls always together. Through every struggle, through every pain, nothing can break this golden chain. The world may try to pull us apart, but they can't reach the rhythm of a family heart. We've overcome the tears and the strife, building a heaven in this humble life. Oh, these are the ties, the eternal bands, held together by these calloused hands. Love is the bridge through the stormy weather, binding our souls always together. Through every struggle, through every pain, nothing can break this golden chain. Nothing can break it. Eternal bonds, just a little love, keeping us strong. The sun is biting heavy, and the day has just begun. The boss man's in the shadow, counting every roll we run. Dust rises from the road every time his truck rolls by, watching over my shoulder under a burning southern sky. My hands are worn and calloused, my body begs for rest, but I find the strength to carry on, put the spirit to the test. Oh, this red dirt, it keeps on demanding more, but there's a peace inside me, helping me through the door. The cotton cuts my fingers, the work is hard and lean, but the grace sustains me in the places no one's seen. It keeps my head held high, gives me the will to fight. be alright. I reach the shack in darkness with the dust still in my eyes. My woman's there to meet me beneath the quiet skies. I look at the empty table, then I see her steady smile. Love is the only lantern that can lead us through the mile. The weariness is heavy, but the soul is something more. I find my strength in silence behind a humble door. This red dirt, it keeps on demanding more. But there's a peace inside me, helping me through the door. The cotton cuts my fingers, the work is hard and lean, but the grace sustains me in the places no one's seen. It keeps my head held high, gives me the will to fight. As long as my children are waiting, I'm gonna be alright. The world is wide and rolling, but here the time stands still. The boss can buy my labor, but he can't buy my will. There's a flame that keeps on burning, a mercy in the air that wakes me up tomorrow and meets me even there. The grace is enough, working for the life. Red dirt, but a steady soul. Tomorrow the sun returns, and so do I.
The red dust clings to the hem of my dress. A heavy heart in this wilderness. I've been plowing fields that I'll never own, sowing my sweat in this valley of bone. The sun burns hot, but the world feels cold when they judge your soul by the stories told, by the color of skin, by the gait of your stride. But they can't reach the kingdom I'm carrying inside. Oh, the road is long and the shadows are deep, but I've got a promise that I'm gonna keep. It's a gospel shout in a world of silence, a steady town. Words meant to keep a spirit bowed down. They try to fence the spirit, try to cage the light, but my ancestors' echoes are breaking the night. I hear them humming in the rustle of the leaves, in every breath that a tired soul heaves. The soil is bitter, but the roots are strong. I've been building my throne in the heart of a soul. Hold on. I'm holding to the hem of his gown. Hold on. I'm picking my soul off the ground. Hold on. It's more than a struggle, it's a sacred right, turning my weeping into morning light. Yeah, the morning is coming. Yeah, the morning is coming. The dust will settle, but the fire stays. Still walking, still praying, I am free. Settles on this small town, tries to hide the fire that's burning within. They said that a woman should just keep it down, but I learned that the end is where I begin. With hands calloused deep in love and in faith, in this concrete world, I found my own way. Even when tiredness seems like a wraith, by the grace of God, I stand here today. I hold my head high, watching the morning break. I won't be broken, I won't be. There's a power in me that no man can take. By the grace of God, I am improved. My voice is a river, steady and strong, free at last, where I belong. Sisters walked this path long before, with silent tears and prayers on the breeze. Now I'm the one knocking down the closed door, bringing the giant straight to its knees. The world is hard on a dreaming soul, but my spirit is a field with no fence. I've finally taken back all control. My song is my only defense. And if the storm comes to shake my floor, I pray until I can't pray no more. I shout to the heavens loud and clear, my freedom is why I am here. By the grace of God, this is my
and the current is cold, but we're carrying a promise that never grows old. From the wooden pews to the dusty street, there's a rhythm of freedom in our tired feet. We don't need no sword, we don't need no blade, just a song of Zion that'll never fade. It's the shout in the valley, the light in the dark, turning every prayer into a living spark. Oh, let the Spirit rise like a holy storm, keeping our weary hearts brave and warm. It's more than a melody, it's a battle cry, a bridge to the heavens, reaching for the sky. They can shake our hands, but our souls are free. This is the sound of our victory. Mama said the truth is found in the red clay soil, in the sweat of your brow, in the hands of toil. I lost my way, Lord, I lost my home. Now I'm walking these dusty roads all alone, with a heart full of shadows and a spirit so low. Oh, take me back to the family tree, where the love of my kin used to set me free. Through the pain and the longing, I hear the call of a simple life long before the fall. Sweet mercy, won't you catch me when I stumble? I walk through the valley, shadows on my heels, trying to hide the way this broken spirit feels. But the light in this chapel is calling out my name, washing away the sorrow, quenching every flame. Oh, mercy, sweet mercy, fall down like the rain, cleanse my weary heart, take away the pain. Sweet mercy, let it rain on me, just a little mercy, let it set me free.
Oh, yeah. Before the sun wakes the sleeping birds, she's already moving, her spirit heard. Calloused hands from the fields and the kitchen floor, carrying the weight of the world through the door. She feeds the hungry, she mends the broken seams, the silent architect of 1,000 dreams. Oh, but she's standing tall, she won't bend, with a strength that the world can't comprehend. It's not just water, it's the living well, a story of grace that only she can tell. She's the pillar, she's the light, she's the way, sustained by the grace in the hands that pray.